During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
And I said, hey, oi, let's chop your penis off. Oi, can I have me penis back? Why do you have dreadlocks, you white oppressor?
Royce Lopez.
Always be aborting. A always be aborting. Always be aborting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news,
You're
guys.
hearing it only on our show first. Apparently Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! The other side's going to be a slide. You climb the wall up and you just
lands into a nice, clean, chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking A.
Oh, shit. He was a boy, he went to girl, now he wants to be a boy again.
Oh, God, just stay a girl if you're going to be this indecisive.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's a handsome woman with a great penis. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trannies. I just don't want to put that one's cock in my mouth.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time, Here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. It's Thursday. We're ready to bring you an exciting new episode of Revenge of the Sith with Mike Sheely, Royce Lopez. 2 days left till vacation. 2 days left.
Vacay.
Until we are rid of you fucks. I'm kidding.
But don't stop buying the mugs.
Yeah, guys.
At the Mug Club.
We're going to take 2 months off.
Yeah.
If you unsign on Patreon, we will come to your house, find you, and kill you. Keep giving us money. We don't want to work.
We're doing the special things as everyone's doing a mug. If you send us money, right, we will tell you where you could buy one of these generic mugs on Amazon. I'll send you a link.
Did you get did you read that email last night we got? The one from Zen Rhino?
Now, sometimes if you open it before, I didn't see it yet.
Shout out to Zen Rhino, sent us a whole dossier on Crowder. And
so, yeah.
Apparently there's a lot of trouble brewing in paradise.
Like
they're saying Not Gay Jared won't come back. That Sven guy.
Yeah, the one who does one of the only bits actually that I like that he does.
Well, he's not coming back. I guess he doesn't pay people. And
that's why they don't have a staff of 40, because they don't pay people.
And then there's all kinds of shady goings on with Crowder. So I think Crowder's about to get confronted.
Well,
so we're gonna see what happens.
Mike, I'm so glad you brought that
Oh,
up.
I saw this in my recommended videos and laughed my ass. I didn't even watch it. I just saw the title.
Oh.
And I was like, pray for Steven Crowder.
I watched 3 minutes of it, and I wanted to. By the way,
you realize that there's like homeless veterans freezing under paper-thin blankets right now in the streets? I'll pray for them. I think Steven Crowder's going to be all right.
so we know Steven Crowder gets millions of views. How many views do you think this video has?
17.
446,000 views. The Next News Network, whatever that is.
Hey, can every retard fucknuts with an iPhone stop calling themselves news networks?
Yeah.
Okay? 90% of YouTube news networks are just people babbling.
Or robot voice.
Or robot voice. We at least realize that we're just two idiots babbling.
Yes.
But we call ourselves ROTC Media. It's not Revenge of the Sith News Network. News Network. I'm just going to find stuff from Drudge Report and repeat it with zero charisma. I am so sick of the Happenings News Network and the fucking the Red Pill News Network, the Space Force News Network. Tired of it. You're not news. You're just a faggot with an iPhone.
So let's hear this gentleman praying for Crowder.
Wait, let me guess. It's going to start with, hey, guys, a lot of people have been asking me.
No, I think this is a what's up, guys.
What's up, folks?
He's right. it's always, hey, guys, a lot of people, or what's up, folks?
Yeah.
Or, hey, you beautiful bastard.
Hey, dudes, what's going on?
Nobody ever does. I would be refreshed if somebody just said, hey, dudes, what's up?
What's up, homosexuals?
I want to make this little video here. It's Friday, and I made a video about Glenn Beck and CRTV and the whole merger.
So
then I made another one about the blacks. It's got a lot of views.
That one got a lot. It was weird.
My criticisms of Glenn Beck, and in the video I mentioned how I'm a fan of
Chronic Op goes, dear Lord, please remove the HIV from Crowder.
Steven Crowder's work and his YouTube channel. I get great enjoyment from that channel.
Why? Oh, because you're a boomer.
All the stuff
Why
and
are you
antics he does
doing?
and
Can I ask you something, sir? Why are you giving us the news from your porch?
Well, where do you normally give news from?
I don't know. A fucking newsroom?
Yeah, but I actually read in News Magazine that the porch is the new newsroom.
At least fucking Nick Fuentes has a fake green screen background to make it look like he's in the big city.
And sometimes his mom makes delicious tacos for him.
She does, and then he plays Minecraft.
It
and he
sounds
has
fun.
But he's got a lot of American flags and
Yeah, you're
pew-pew and a lot of all that shit. Mm-hmm. This is nothing. At least Nick Fuentes tries and sucks.
Cobra says he's a porch honky.
commentaries.
Yeah, Legal's right. He should have done it from his car.
His guests and everything, and I was going through the comments.
I know why he's doing it outside already. I already know why he's doing it outside. His wife is in there, and she's like, look.
Do your little news thing outside,
Do it
please.
outside. I got the kids right now.
No, she doesn't use the word news, which hurts him.
Yeah, right.
She'll be like, do your little YouTube thing outside,
Yeah.
please. Okay,
Please,
because
all right.
I'm trying to help the kids with their homework.
Yeah.
You know, things that parents do.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, but I gotta red pill people, babe.
No, yeah, no, I get it, honey. But banana now. I got it.
Who does this guy look like? It's bugging me. You know, he kind of looks like, this isn't a reference for just me, but he looks like Tim Thompson, the comedian I used to hang out with on Long Island. He just looks just like Tim Thompson.
Comment thread of that.
Is this Tom Arnold's fatter son? Jerry Arnold.
The CRTV Glenn Beck merger video of mine, and all of a sudden I started seeing all these comments about the state of Steven Crowder's health. So
Sir, get rid of that beard. You can only grow, if you can only naturally grow a chin strap, just let it
That's
go.
a
man.
bad beard. You're right. That's not a
Terrible.
great beard.
And
yeah.
by the way, I don't have a good beard either. Like my shit gets very here, it's thin, and there's areas I'd like to have a nice full beard, like Viking style. But that's like, at least I get hair here.
Right.
Hey, this is just.
I put some comments down below, and I'm like trying to figure out, like, well, what's wrong with Steven? What's going?
And see, the problem is if you're gonna grow a beard to hide your double chin, you gotta grow the hair a little lower. Because see, what's happens is when you do the Backstreet Boy beard, which is what he has, the fat underneath comes out over the strap.
Yeah, it's this look. Also, I already don't like what he just said. He goes, I've been digging really deep trying to find out what's going on with Crowder. How about this, you massive fucking autistic spurg? How about Steven Crowder made an announcement? He said, I've got some personal issues, health issues I want to take care of, and we'll be back. Why do you need to dig? Are you that much of a faggot? Do you care that much? You know what I mean? Like, accept it at its word. I love, for instance, Pod Awful. I love Jesse's show. I love LA Werewolf. I love Red Bar. I love Mike David. Mike David made an announcement and said, look, I'm sick. I'm going to take some time off. I don't want to really get into it further beyond that, but I'll be back in January. Wish me luck. That would be it. I wouldn't care. Like, no offense to Mike David, I wouldn't care enough to dig into his personal life. I'd go, all right, well, he said he'll be back. Let's give him Christmas. Leave the man alone. No, this guy's he's got to do his digging.
That's a good point. Like if Jay Hunter from OSW goes, hey man,
Another good one.
I got some family stuff. There's some personal things I have to deal with. I'll be back in a month.
Anything beyond leaving a Facebook
Yeah.
comment of, well, Godspeed. I wish you the best of luck, man, and look forward to the next year. That's it. There's no reason. What are you calling around town? Oh, have you seen anything strange deliveries to the house? Are they building a tent around it like E.T.? Just fucking let it go, you asshole.
You know what this is? This little Next News Network. It's like the MAGA IBS. No, it's what it is. Like there's a MAGA blood sport community out there.
I thought you
Going
had
on with
irritable bowel syndrome.
Also,
Guy, and I don't know the guy personally. Don't know him at all.
But you
Just
care
know him
enough, right?
Yeah.
That you have probably, judging from that house, he probably is at least married, maybe has a kid. So you have a family in that house that you're neglecting. Yeah. You're sitting on a porch, so you can speculate about the health status of an e-celeb who doesn't care about you.
that's it. You said what I was. You know how many times this guy has tried to be the first comment on a Crowder post, so he gets. You know how many times? Do you know how many times?
But Amiri King always beats him to the punch.
Yeah.
What's up, Crowder? Yo, buy my illegal cable boxes, dog.
And by the way, he's only going to retweet you if you're a chick with big tits sharing the mug picture. That's what he does.
to his channel and his work, and
His body of work. His work. I love when people refer to like he's Dostoevsky. You know what I mean? His body of work.
What? Yeah, that's a good point. Like, besides owning the libtards, what has he really done?
Yeah, you know who has a body of work? Immanuel Kant. Fucking Steven Crowder doesn't have a body of work. He's a fucking streaming show.
John Locke has a body
Thank
of work.
you.
Yeah, there's someone with a body of work.
I believe you meant to say John Locke.
No, I
pronounced John Locke.
No, you're wrong, Andy.
Well, I'll fucking fight you in real life if you fucking John Locke, dude.
All right, Worski.
I went to his channel. I said, well, maybe he's got something there. Of course, his final video from Thanksgiving. I began watching it, and I said to myself, man, I know exactly what this guy's talking about.
Oh, boy. That's by the way.
let's here we go.
We're going to go ahead and put that one on the board.
Yeah.
As that's fucking evidence right there. Exhibit A that this man is fucking crazy. That is sick, dude. That's some Rupert Pupkin level. I know this guy, man. I know the situation, man.
Mike, he's wearing a Bubba Gump Shrimp Co. hat. He bought a hat from a restaurant from the Forrest Gump movie.
By the way, there's a Bubba Gump Shrimp in Tampa, which always made me laugh because I'm like, this is This is Tampa. This is a seafood city.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to get to Tampa, and it's in Ybor.
Hey, you want to? Let's go to that Red Lobster in Ybor.
The Bubba Gump Shrimp Company in Ybor City is right across the street from the Columbia Restaurant. Now, for those of you that don't know, the Columbia Restaurant is the oldest restaurant in the state of Florida. It has been here the longest. It's remained in consistent and family run since like 1901.
And really good, by the
And
way.
it's the best. It's not even Cuban. It's like a
Yeah,
a
we ate that
fusion
for
of
lunch
Spanish
when you were
food.
out. Yeah, it was
It's South
it was,
American and Cuban, but it's like
It was really good.
their own original dishes. And so,
Yeah.
my God, but it's cloth napkin, people in tuxedos bringing you food, sangria. It's across the street from Bubba Gump Shrimp. Like, why would you do that to yourself?
Filipino shit goes Ybor City. Wait, that's not how it goes. That's not how it goes.
But it's like, why would you open up, right? Why would you open up an Applebee's across the street from a Peter Luger's? You know what I mean?
that's a good
The
point.
fuck is wrong with you?
That's a very good point. Let's hear Bubba Gump here.
especially with the YouTube burnout and the
YouTube burnout.
things that go on.
That's another. I know we're not going to make it through this video today. That's another thing. I'm fucking tired of hearing. If you can't hack it, working part time as a streamer, you should fucking kill yourself. I know. Hey, that's against terms of service. No, it's not, because I'm not telling any specific group of people or persons to kill themselves. However, if your work ethic is so poor that you can't do one stream a day, kill yourself. Get off this platform. Stop. I am tired. The last 3 months have been, YouTubers. It's so
I've been hearing
depressing,
YouTube
burnout.
burnout a lot.
You should try getting an actual fucking job. That is miserable. That is miserable. I worked for a guy for a year and a half that literally abused and belittled me every chance he got and wore me down to an emotional and psychological nub.
Matt Lauer?
But I
Sorry.
no, my boss didn't have a button on his desk.
Okay.
My boss didn't have a rape button on his desk. So, but like, stop pretending like this is so brutal. Yeah, I get days that I'm mad. I'm sure he does too. We're doing 2 shows a day. There's some days you're like,
You're tired, yeah.
but like, once you flip the mic on, and you start reading some
It
stories.
is kind of a weird energy
You
because
just
you're like,
start
all
going,
right, this is, yeah.
now I'm into it. But
Yeah.
like, they act like, I'm so burned out, man.
Matt Mess goes, YouTube burnout is a new coal mining black lung, you see.
I could understand if Ben Shapiro got burned out. I would understand if like even bigger YouTuber, let's say Shilly D. We've been pretty mean to Philly D, but he's a YouTuber. I could understand getting burned out because he's always putting videos out. He's always working. He's obsessed with work.
And he edits the videos too.
So I mean,
I get that.
there's certain people like that. Even look, I hate him. I love ragging on him. Andy Worski puts out he puts out game streams, blood sports streams, regular streams, makes pre-recorded videos. So like, I understand when you put 40 plus or more hours a week into this, but these people that make videos sitting on their stoop, man, it's just like YouTube burnout, man. Is it? Then go get a job. Go fucking unload some trucks at the docks for a couple of shifts. Tell me how you like that shit. Go be a fucking paramedic where they got to work like 12 hours a day for 6 days and then get 1 day off. And then the next week they go, oh, remember when you were working nights? Hey, you're working days this week.
You know what? Be a dental assistant. Have to look in people's disgusting open mouths all day.
But you're burnt out. I totally get it.
Here, let me help him out.
This helps with your burnout, sir.
It does. Whenever I feel down, I pop this up.
Yeah, I usually pop this song on. I put on my best Bubba Gump hat, and I just get down.
Honey, I'm going outside for a minute. Okay.
Honey, I'm going to Bubba Gump Shrimp. You want anything? Sweetheart, the Columbia restaurant's right across the
Yeah,
street.
no, thank you, honey. No, thanks. No, thanks. I'll make a Stouffer's.
What an asshole this guy is.
In the production flow of how you've got to produce more content. You've got to make decisions on where you're going to go and how you're going to do it. And
I can't imagine what it's like to be really stupid.
885,000 subscribers.
like I've had some things in life I've learned I'm not good at. You guys might be shocked to learn this. I'm not an athlete. I'm not a natural athlete.
You're also not great at relationships.
Terrible at relationships.
Self-admitted, he said, by the way.
Horrible at them. Wait, what happened?
No, I'm saying you self-admitted that you're not good at relationships.
Yeah, I'm not terrible at them. But I'm really good at this. Really good at this, right? I can't imagine pursuing things you're not good at. You know, like this guy's like, man, it's just hard coming up with content. Coming up with content in current year on this planet should be a fight. It should be a breeze.
Do you know how many days? And we do a lot of prep for ROTC, but there's some days where we're like, we'll figure it out, and we go on, and we've never gotten to a point where either one of us has been like, oh, an hour and a half in, man, I don't have anything else. Like, if you can't find something now, you're not trying. You know?
Yeah, not being able to consistently create YouTube content, that's like how are you that bad at this? You remember like when you had a fast food job in high school? I've had fast food jobs in high school. Remember when you get that really dumb, lazy kid that would work with you that just couldn't even hack it in a fast food restaurant?
Yeah, the Puerto Rican kid.
And you're like, oh yeah, I'm from New York, same guy.
Yeah, same dude. Okay.
And it's like
Enrique, you knew him?
And you're like, dude, like all you gotta do is flip the burgers. And you don't, like, it's clear you don't want to be here. And that's the problem with guys like this and all these other people. They do this for the cash. You know, we were watching the Porcelain documentary.
Yes.
And there's that part where Joe calls out Porcelain. He's like, I don't understand the point of doing this thing without money. And then fucking, even in the documentary, he's a clip of Mike David saying, you literally spend your wife's money, tens of thousands of dollars, to film half-hour specials nobody watches.
Where he pretended he was Rocky. That was, dude, I have seen.
Absolutely.
I cringe so hard. I was like, no.
What about the
no.
what about the AJ from The Sopranos? I'd never seen that clip before. My asshole fucking sucked up into itself. Remember the scene in Nightmare on Elm Street where Johnny Depp gets sucked into the bed?
Yes.
And then the blood gets That's what my asshole did when I saw that clip of him going, hey, AJ, what are you doing over here? And he was just like, okay, thanks. Like,
thank you.
Oh. But yeah, this is the same thing. These people, they go, I need a new avenue of income. Let me set up a YouTube channel. I hear everybody's making all this money on YouTube. You don't have any passion. You don't want to create. You don't have a wealth of things. It's not like I know people that like Augustus Invictus is a good example. There's so much going on in that fucking crazy head of his. He has to make videos every day. It's not like he's doing it for the shekels. Every day he's got a new thing he wants to talk to people about. That's how you make content, you asshole. You don't just go, oh, I hear the kids are all with the Twitch streams now and the interwebs. Computers, eh?
The internet's on computers now?
You're burned out because you got into this for money. You're not making money right off the jump. And now you realize, oh, shit, in order to build a brand on YouTube, I have to put out a consistent, nonstop, relentless amount of content. And now you're like, burn out. Let me just ride Steven Crowder's dick because he'll be off for 2 months. So now if I use the word Steven Crowder, he's going to be uploading very sparsely. So people looking for Crowder are going to get my stuff in their algorithm. You're a fucking sack of shit. You Tim Thompson looking asshole.
What is it around Christmas time and us going after this Crowder idiot? Remember last year, exactly around Christmas time, we made the video, the Google Home video?
Yeah, but to be fair, because Crowder always picks Christmas times to be a massive faggot.
Good point.
Just everything that goes into.
By the way, for people who are asking him coming in late, this is the dude from the Next News Network, 885,000 subscribers, making a video praying for Crowder.
Making a YouTube channel.
By the way, we're a minute and 15 seconds in. I want to be clear here how far we've gotten in this.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Channel function and work. And I said, and then he starts talking about his health, and my heart just like my heart broke.
Your heart broke for a complete stranger who's making $65,000 a month. Your heart broke. Who's making all this money, by the way, and won't even pay his employees, allegedly. Won't pay his employees?
And I played a clip for my wife, and I said, you know, I can relate to what he's saying here. I understand what he's going through. But the health element took me off guard. And I said, the only thing I can think to do, and my heart says, pray for the man.
So go do it. Why do you have to make a fucking YouTube about it?
Jesus doesn't listen if you don't put... I don't think you understand. Jesus is moving with the modern times, so he subscribes to YouTube channels. If you don't make a video, he doesn't know you're praying to him.
No, the Lord said to lay hands on the sick children, not to make YouTube videos about them.
Guess
This
what?
fucking asshole.
The sick children could get these hands if they fucking come at me. I'll knock them
What are
the
you
fuck
fucking-
out.
What are you fucking
Braun
what's his-
Strowman.
Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
Got his name for his friend. You want to catch these hands? Braun Strowman's done more for sick kids than this faggot.
Yeah, he let one of them be a tag team partner.
Yeah, that kid got a tag team title reign. Well, that was actually some road agent's kid.
But still.
The point is,
ref's kid.
the point is, Braun Strowman is an American hero, and you, sir, are dog shit.
About to comment on the video. I said, Steven, I'm going to pray for you.
This is
And
the
I don't-
most
And Steven
disingenuous-
ignored you. Sorry.
This is the most disingenuous bullshit video I've ever seen. Look at the way he's like again, if you want to pray for somebody, you do it. But if you want a virtue signal, you got to take that shit onto YouTube. You could have just prayed for him.
Good point.
You could have contacted your pastor and said, "Hey, you guys got one of them gay ass prayer chains y'all do?" They are.
I would.
They're gay
You're
as
right,
fuck.
but I wouldn't say it like that.
I would.
I wouldn't go. Hey, you got any of those gay ass prayer chains?
No,
Pastor?
I would. Yeah, I would, which is why, again, I am who I am. Be like, look, I'm not into that old gay ass prayer chain, but homie's sick. It ain't about me. It's about him. Get him to your fucking, maybe your little voodoo space magic will work.
You think God even gets annoyed when he receives those prayer chains? He's like, another one. I'm trying to check my email.
Guys, a lot of redundancy going on. I got the request.
The first one's fine.
It's like when 900 people call 911 for the same car accident.
Yeah, I know, it's been
we
reported.
know.
The car's on fire. We got
We
it.
got it. So, again, you didn't want to pray for Crowder. You wanted to ride Crowder's dick and gain subs because you're burned out. You admitted it.
He looks like he likes subs.
I don't want that just to be a comment that has no
No,
force
because
behind
that's
it.
not going to get me anywhere.
I don't want that just to be a comment that has no voice behind it. But you know that this makes it hollow, right? Making a video about how you're praying for somebody totally takes the kind act away.
Yes.
You know, that's like the people that film themselves
Giving a homeless guy a
giving
burger.
homeless guy like $100. Like, here you go, dude. Pass it forward.
There's one dude who does that in his videos, but he does it so regularly that he's kind of cool, and he doesn't film the homeless guys. Like, he does weird, like, he'll do weird shit. Like, one time he did a video where he went to a homeless shelter to eat because he wanted to just tell people what kind of food they get there and stuff. So he went undercover as a homeless person, filmed himself, and went and didn't film anybody or anything, and just went in and ate, and then gave a food review and was like, oh, you know. But this guy, being the guy he was, and I forget his name. He's very cool. Whatever. But he's a great streamer. He was like driving back, and he goes, I kind of did take food out of a homeless guy's mouth for my stupid little experiment. So I'm just gonna go find a homeless guy right now. And he bought a bag of McDoubles and went and found some
Nice.
people. And he didn't film them though. He was just like, hey, you guys want to distribute these out or whatever? And the guy's like, really? And he's like, yeah, just here. And he just handed it out his window and drove away. But he does, like, I've seen him do other shit where he'll see some guy and he'll be like, all right. And he'll stop and give the dude food, but he's not all like baked. Remember Baked Alaska when he was parading the homeless guy around? Ice Poseidon did that once before too. He streamed it, but like, it was very human. He actually sat down with because the guy asked him for food. He didn't go up to a homeless guy and go, I'm going to stream myself what a great guy I am. The guy was like, hey, man, I'm really hungry. And Ice Poseidon's like, I'm going to get some Popeyes. You want some Popeyes? And the dude let the dude sit with him, and they just hung out. And he didn't go like, oh, how'd you get homeless, bro? Do you do drugs? How you fucking crazy? Like, he just sat there just talking to him about his life and eating Popeyes. And I'm like, that's how you do it. He didn't come off like a fucking scumbag.
Like, hey, man, I'm going to pray for you. No, but I'm going to pray for Steven right
So
now.
pray. You're wasting time right
you
now.
know, this-
He could be dying right now.
This could be a 6-minute prayer instead of a video.
I want you to join me.
I'm going to join you. You're personally going to save Crowder, who's done nothing for you, knows nothing about you, and something we learned very early on in the game. These people, especially the conservative people, Crowder, they see you smaller streamers as competition. You get that, right? Remember we learned that really early on? They see you as competition. They're not going to help you because they don't want somebody else coming and taking their shit.
Because I don't know what he's dealing with. It sounded like he has cancer. He said he had fibromyalgia. But the guy is such a force for
It sounded like he has cancer, but he specifically said, "I don't have cancer."
our conservative message, and I hate to see something happen to him. I'm glad he's taking this time off right now to get help and to see doctors and to figure out
This
how
video is so pathetic and
It is.
autistic.
This is again, and I guarantee you, it's because of pray for Steven Crowder. So when people search for Steven Crowder, this video pops up.
That's what I'm. Yeah, that's
you're
what I'm
turning
saying.
it around,
like
He
you
knows
said.
he's taking 2 months off, and this is a great time to hop in and get all those Steven Crowder analytics. I'm going to be adding Steven Crowder to our videos. Now, the difference is I'm not going to go, hey, guys, can we all hold hands and pray for Steven Crowder? Steven Crowder could die in a fire on Christmas Day, and I won't care. I just want the clicks. But
Right.
see, unlike you, I'm willing to admit that, sir.
if he goes around the bend, he's not going to be able to.
You know what? This is a really good point. I'm changing the title of the show right now to Steven Crowder's sick.
Pray for Steven Crowder.
Oh, you're right.
Steal his.
Yes, good point.
Pray. Steal his thunder. Let's start pulling his analytics.
I'm doing
away.
it right now.
Fuck you,
turn it
dude.
around. So, whatever disease it is,
We're
I
stealing
just
his
want to
video
ask that,
title, folks.
everyone who's watching this right now with me, just bow your heads and take your hat off and just say
Oh no! Put it back
say
on.
a quick
Put
prayer
it back
with me,
on.
Lord. We just come together in the spirit.
He's gonna pray on a.
Hey, listen. Let queer kid stuff haircut over here. Fucking get the job done. Pray for Steven Crowder. Holy shit, we're fucking assholes.
I can't believe this. I can't believe he's fucking doing this.
Jesus Christ's name and His healing blood. We ask that you pour out the healing spirit.
I
on
hate this.
Steven
By the way,
Crowder.
I hate people that pray like this. I've always hated you. You have to admit, right? Because you went to private school
Yeah.
and all that shit. You went to church. There's nothing I hate more than people that use the buzzwords, the dog whistles in their prayers. Right? They always use your healing spirit and Lord, just bless these people with your healing spirit. Like, why would you talk to God any differently than you talk to anyone? Right? Like, wouldn't God? Like, I don't know, right? I am made in the image of God. That's what my Bible told me, right? So if I'm made in the image of God, I have to assume God doesn't like fake formalities.
Yep, you're right.
Hello, my good Lord.
Yeah,
Let
God
your
is-
healing spirit. You'd be like, why are you talking like that, dude? Just talking. What's up? You need something? Yeah, you know what, God, I'm just worried about Steven Crowder, man. Just hope he pulls through, man. You know, just try to look over Steven Crowder. That's all. Okay, thanks. Thank you for not adding all these unnecessary flowery words.
in his health condition, because we need voices like his, Lord, to help us continue with the message.
The world needs Steven Crowder.
All right, let me see if I could do, because with the Christian Squad, I think Pastor Royce could do a quick prayer for Steven Crowder. Here we go. All right.
I'm not taking my hat
No, you
off.
can leave it on. Everyone leave your hats on. We're casual around here. Dear Lord, pray for Steven Crowder and make sure he can sell enough mugs to get that heater for his new swimming pool he just installed in his house.
And Lord, let us not forget, let's not allow Steven Crowder's wife to find out about the other potential affairs when he's going to college campuses, doing Crowder confronts. Lord, dear Lord, and of course, yes, as Pastor Royce said, please, whatever you do, don't allow anybody to cancel their mug club subscriptions.
And Lord, I also want to thank you for not letting Jordan Peterson molest his daughter.
Yeah.
I want to thank you, God.
Thank you, good Lord, that Jordan Peterson never, ever had any sort of sexual contact with his daughter, Michaela.
Amen. Amen.
Amen, brother.
To make America great. And Lord, I just ask this, as all of us are praying this together right now in unison. You say,
No, we're not.
All of us together.
No, we're not.
It's just like that. You remember the end of Final Fantasy II, where you have to fight the guy on the moon, and then all the guys on Earth are praying for you. Do you really think that's what's happening right now?
It's a bunch of Care Bears holding hands. You fucking
Dear Lord
asshole.
Jesus, and Sunshine Bear,
And so,
in the name of the Lord.
Cloudy Bear.
This is unbelievably gay.
your word that
Hashtag Dear Lord, change my mind.
when more than one come together in your name,
Is he pushing? Is he trying to be fake tear?
He's fake tearing it.
Oh, I hate that.
I hate him anyway. This guy's very hateable.
Yeah.
Under your and ask, Lord, that it will be done.
Is he really
We
gonna
ask
cry?
that Stephen's health be restored.
He's crying.
Steven-
Look, an actual tear came out of his eye.
Because he's a faggot.
that Stephen's health.
Look, there it is. There's that tear.
What is Crowder? No, be honest. I get that he's a big name. He's got his fucking thing, right? But like, what has he done? What has he done that's like, has anybody ever said, fuck, man, we almost turned, we were going to fucking, the left was just about to win, man. Did Steven Crowder get Donald Trump elected?
No. Let's continue.
Some 18 years ago, I left Dayton, Ohio with 2 very bad knees.
And a dream of not paying my employees.
And a dream to become a Major League Baseball player.
Be restored. The Stephen's abilities be restored, and that
This is all, dude, every cucked American Protestant shitty prayer sounds exactly the same. At least when you go to a Catholic church, they're like, oh, and like in Latin and shit.
Right.
And they're fucking banging bells and shit, and they got smoke things.
And
like
kids.
Yeah, like this is just, yeah, and kids that are fucked. But like, this is, dear Lord, pray out your healing spirit, like Hennessy, onto the, like champagne on the breasts of a woman in a rap video. May you pour out your Holy Spirit.
You think? I hope Dusty Bogan does a prayer for Gavin.
I'd like to do a prayer if I could. May everyone have their Carlo Rossi wine with ice cubes.
I do. I have it.
That's his communion wine. We're going to take communion over and over again.
Oh, fuck it. This house has been ruined because of Dusty Bogan. We're just walking around sometimes and someone goes, hey, Mike, can you get that? Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
right.
Yeah, right.
Have you heard about Gavin McInnes?
we just ask that he have even more
Look at the tears. Oh, I hate him.
success. This is not something I normally do, Lord. Especially putting it on YouTube. But Lord, we just come
Especially putting it on YouTube.
together right now and pray for our brother in the movement of conservatism for a massive healing, Lord. And we ask this in your mighty and holy name, Lord Jesus. Amen.
Shut up,
So-
you disingenuous asshole.
This is the out of Patriot Prayer Book, the same corny boomer bullshit. Hold on, I gotta read the comments. I haven't even read the comments yet. Hold on, because
It's Christmas time, right? There are literally homeless children
What?
that you're not praying for because you're too busy worried about Steven Crowder's fibromyalgia.
yeah.
I really want everybody to hear what I'm saying. That this man thinks that Steven Crowder's made-up fictional disease, fibromyalgia is not real, by the way. Everyone who supposedly has it is just a woman who doesn't like having a job. And it's true.
Every
Listen,
stripper has fibromyalgia.
they at least work.
Good point.
But no, I mean, every woman that just sits at home has fibromyalgia. You know, like the ones that have a husband that makes the money, but they still don't clean the house. Those kind
Mike.
of women.
I know.
So those sorts of women have fibromyalgia. This man is praying for Steven Crowder's made-up housewife disease instead of praying for, I don't know, a better Veterans Administration, more homeless shelters, less dead kids in the Middle East.
Yeah.
No, we need to pray for Steven Crowder's fibromyalgia and fucking cry over it. Nigga, Steven Crowder didn't even cry over that shit.
Want to read some comments?
Sure.
Nice prayer. Thanks be to God. Amen. I prayed with you. I had no idea about Steven Crowder till I saw your video. I prayed for him. If anybody on here wants to pray for the restoration of me, Nick and my wife, Heather, health, please do that. I don't believe in God, but I still prayed. Then it was worthless. Praying is great. First YouTube video I've prayed with on YouTube. Oh, so many
That's
boomers.
so gay.
Wow, I'm blown away. I had no idea. I love Steven Crowder.
Then you're a fucking idiot, lady, whoever you are.
I'm a staunch atheist, and while I may be a little skeptical as to the efficiency of your
I'm
prayers,
a real skeptic, first of all. I don't even think Steven Crowder's a real person.
thank you, the body 69. We're almost through
Share
it.
this out.
By the way, we're at 4 minutes in, 35 minutes.
You're out here praying to your little fantasy fairy tale. Your dad in the sky. It's never going to happen, kiddo. Crowder's a dead man.
Maybe you get some more folks to pray for Steven. I'm like busted up about it.
Because you're a faggot. Because you're fucking probably drank a liter of Soylent.
in
before you cut
his
this video.
mind, he thinks Steven Crowder's his friend. It's the same way like fucking ugly Stephanie is stupid. Who I saw today again was losing her
Oh,
mind.
she got her beaten last night.
Yeah, I saw.
Very
but
late
it's just
last
like
night.
she thinks that Augustus is her friend. It's the same thing. He thinks that because he listens to him every day, who probably has a mug sitting there, who's probably paid the $100 for his stupid club, that they're friends.
Man, I could hear it in his voice. I could hear it.
His wife wasn't even crying. Well, maybe about the cheating allegedly. I don't know.
I could hear it in him. I could hear.
No, and I'm also really sad that he's not paying his producer Jared any money, and he had to leave.
This new thing that they're doing, that people do on the internet, where they do this fake emotional, and it's just like this weird thing. Everybody rallies around and they think that they're immune and nobody's gonna troll them. Oh, by the way, I just got signed out of all my accounts because I was doing something. I'm signing back in. You're gonna get fucking a beating right now, sir, in your comments section. Because I don't care. And you know what? If you go, how could a man find a nice man of God like that and you know why? Because my God will laugh. My God will laugh. My God thinks I'm hilarious.
That's another great Revenge of the Sith t-shirt idea.
But
My
it's
God
true.
thinks I'm hilarious.
I'm not kidding you. Like, I don't, like, I have a, I pray. I do things. I'm not the best person, right? But, I think that if God is going to pick two qualities about a human that he likes, it's the fact that they recognize their faults and that they're hilarious. So I don't think that God is, oh my God, you're a faggot. And if I called you a faggot and Jesus and God were in the room, I'm not saying they'd laugh and point at you, but they do that. That was pretty funny.
Like, man, I relate to everything he's saying. With a massive production flow schedule.
What is this? What
You're
content?
like the
is-
same guy. He really is Rupert Pupkin.
I hate him.
Right?
Yeah, I hate him.
All the stresses of work and to produce content for all of our subscribers. I mean, he's got like 3 million subscribers. We're coming up on 1 million, which is a miracle in its own right.
1 million. You know how angry I... Whatever. I'm not going to get mad.
But that's all I wanted to do was just kind of share my thoughts on this Friday.
That's rich. That's great, Jerry. That's great, Jerry. What are you doing in my house? He's going to Rupert Pupkin Steven Crowder one day.
Yeah, right. Says there is no God. There's only Dusty.
When you show
going-
one day when you show up to Crowder's house with fucking Sandra Bernhard and you're duct taping him to a chair. Remember that fucking movie?
Let's see what his channel puts out.
Ma, I gotta do this now.
Okay, let's see what news he puts out. Let's see.
Thanks for stopping by the Next News Network.
Oh my God, Mike.
No!
Oh my God.
No!
Oh my God.
No! Oh
No.
my God! Get a load of this guy.
No.
Look at that ill-fitting suit. Look at the
No.
Look at how the shoulders.
I'm not going to buy you a suit. You're going to grow out of it. You're going to use your older brother's suit. Okay.
That's what it is. That is a 12-year-old suit that he's about to hit a growth spurt. So
Yep.
you just let in your older, bigger brother's jacket and go, look, just wear that.
So he has a green screen behind him, a Chromebook, and a laptop, and he's wearing a suit. All right, well, Mike, let's give him a chance.
How does
okay?
this guy have almost 1 million subs?
Not only does he have 1 million subs, Patreon.com/next news. Let's do this. Honestly, you want to laugh? 1 million subs, right? Mm-hmm. He only makes $560 a month on Patreon.
This nigga bought subs.
He bought subs.
He bought subs.
He had to have.
Yeah, because honestly, if you have 800...
That number doesn't make any sense.
Well, the views don't make any sense either. And also the like to dislike ratio. He's got 800 likes, 34,000 likes to 800 dislikes, 34,000 likes on a video with 500,000 views.
Thanks for stopping by.
These are purchased.
Something's weird, right? Well, okay, anyway. Let's watch one of his broadcasts. What do you say?
I'm still writing a nice comment on this
Is it
video.
mean?
No, I'm trying to be nice. I wanted to tell him that he and Steven Crowder are like one and the same. You know?
This is where the Next News Network comes in. Okay, whenever he made his Patreon, this is what it says. With over 55,000 YouTube subscribers. So he had 55,000, now he's almost at 1 million?
Oh, boy, you forgot to update your thing.
He didn't update the Patreon. Huh. All right, well, let's see.
I'm calling him out for all of this right now.
By the Next News Network, one
Guys, steal his backdrop. We should.
of the online news channels at the Washington Post and the New York Times blamed for electing Donald Trump as president of the United States.
I'm sorry. He's not a good speaker either.
Because they lost the election.
Wow, his shirt is loose. Everything about this guy is embarrassing.
Liberals and Trump haters have been doing everything in their power to stifle the flow of free conservative speech online.
All right. I'm hold on. This piece of shit.
Thanks for stopping by the Next News Network.
Let's see his latest video. I want to see what he does. I want to see, like, cause that was put out a year ago. So let's see what he does.
All right, here's what I wrote. You want to hear my comment?
Sure.
I'm Glenn.
You and Steven seem to have a close connection. Maybe it's because you're both disingenuous, closeted homosexuals. Also, your Patreon page only makes $500 and you have almost 1 million subscribers. That math doesn't add up. Luckily,
Thanks for stopping by the...
Luckily, you left the part on your page where you brag about your, quote, 50,000 subscribers. You buy subs. You, sir, are as fake as those crocodile tears you were squirting in this dumb video that I think went across.
All right, let's see one of his latest videos.
This guy. Look at that. 17,000. You got 17,000 views. You got 900,000 subs. Go fuck yourself, you lying asshole.
That doesn't add up, right?
I'm calling bullshit. You know what? Mersh and Royce confront. This is bullshit. I want this guy to explain his numbers.
This guy's a lying faggot. Change my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Nobody.
17,000.
Nobody with 900,000 subscribers would have weak ass numbers like this. And this isn't an old video where you
No,
have less
this
subs.
is from 2 days ago.
Let's
3 days
compare.
ago.
Let's compare to somebody comparable, right? Let's use Andy Worski as an example.
Okay.
Compared to you, sir, because you're a superstar here on YouTube. Andy Worski's a fucking peon compared to you with his 250,000 subs. What a fucking loser. But go look at his video metrics. Go look at how many people watch live. Go look at how many people like the videos. Go look at the fucking... You want to get a real idea how fake this motherfucker is? Go. You know what these guys do? It's a rookie move and they all make it. They all will buy, like, let's say 900,000 subs. But they never do it on their other social media. So let's go see what Mr. 900,000 subs, let's see how he's doing on Twitter. Let's see how many people are talking about this idiot on Twitter. Let's see how many people are sharing his links. Let's see how many people follow him on Facebook. This man is yet another fake conservative liar.
I'm trying to find his Twitter. Give me mine.
Trying to cash in on MAGA boomers.
Here it is.
You're a fucking cuck. Let's see how many Twitter followers. He's about 270. Oh, get the fuck out. Go fuck yourself.
He has only a little bit more than ROTC does.
Go fuck. You're a liar. You have half the Twitter followers my personal account has. You fuck.
His last video got 1 retweet.
This guy's a liar, man.
Yeah, he is.
This guy's a full-born liar. Look, Worski has like 250,000 subs. Mundane Matt, another guy that has about 250,000. These motherfuckers, when they tweet something, there's a reaction. It gets retweeted. You can't have these kind of numbers on YouTube and have it not translate outside of that website. It just proves that you're artificially inflating your numbers.
Can I show you
gonna
something?
Make this man's life a living hell.
OSW Review, who we love, by the way.
Oh, yeah, great show.
OSW Review
100,000 they just
has
hit recently?
120,000 as of right now. They're doing great. They're doing great.
And rightfully so.
They released a video 1 day ago. 51,000 views. So let's do the math. No, they're seriously.
And these are, by the way, these are guys that we can both vouch for.
Yeah.
They don't fucking buy people.
No. They're legit.
Like, you can look up OSW on other sites and see the organic. There's Reddits. There's people all over that are like, oh, man, the boys are the fucking greatest show going. So that's not fake. That is what real metrics look like. So according to this guy, he's got, what, 6 or 7 times the amount of listeners that they have?
Yeah, no, 900,000.
And he's pulling in 17,000 views in a week?
His last video was 17,000. And this video was up for 3 days. OSW just put an episode up. Got to watch it yesterday.
Guess what, buddy?
51,000.
Hey, the Next News Network, you just made our list. Are you happy? Are you happy? We wanted to go after Crowder, but you, sir, and look, I'll take off for Christmas. I'm not going to troll people around Christmas time. I'm going to do it because I'm a nice boy. But we still got about 2 weeks left before it's Christmas. We'll make it interesting for you, boy.
If I may be so bold to ask some of our fans to do a Photoshop for us, if you don't mind, can somebody Photoshop Mike? You could be Jericho because it'll be easier. Photoshop us here and have you just made the list, please.
Next, and leave. Let's do this.
Leave it blank.
Make it. You just made the list, and then we'll start adding because I think
we'll start adding stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be a long list.
Exactly. So if you could, if you guys can't hear, and I'll even, you could just put. I made the list, but please, if you don't mind.
This man is a lie. I hate people, dude. I get really mad at people like that. Like a lot of things, I can forgive. But buying fucking, and honestly, I don't even do, when it comes to buying subscribers or likes and things like that.
Yes, you get.
I'm not, there's no shame in your game if you do shit like that. But you have to buy a reasonable amount.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like if you got a channel that's got 10,000 subs, buy 500, 1,000 subs. It's not going to kill you. But when you don't understand how these things can be worked out and figured out, when you have almost 1 million subs. So you mean to tell me that you're about to get your fucking golden play button? This guy's about to get a golden play button with his fucking 17,000 views.
And by the way, he's got a check mark, which means YouTube said, yeah, okay. So but the problem is, a lot of these people that sell views now, they'll sell them as YouTube safe views.
Yeah.
So I saw a documentary. A short documentary, but it's basically in China or India, both of
Indonesia, Philippines.
They have all these cell phones, right? Like just all up on the wall,
of them, and
a wall, and then they just go pop, and they pay somebody all day, just to press the button and to subscribe, and that's how they're safe because they're actually original IP addresses that are liking it, and that dude, there's no way. Oh, again, I just want to point out, OSW Review has 120,000. Okay. And in 1 day, they have 51,000. And by the way, something else, OSW Review is putting out 2-hour episodes. Now, if you know anything about YouTube's algorithm, longer episodes get pushed down.
Yeah.
Short little videos like this one, this 7-minute video, usually get pushed up.
By this math, this video should probably be sitting right now at about, 150, 200,000 views if he wasn't lying.
Yes, that's correct.
And he's lying.
And the reason the Crowder one has so many, not only do I believe he used the name, but I believe he bought views for that one too, and that's why it popped up.
Oh, yeah. And then I bet you probably used the keywords and all that stuff too.
So he makes $500 on Patreon. OSW Review, I'm just using them as a metric because it's the easiest way. OSW review with 200,000 subscribers. 120,000 subscribers makes $10,000 a month. So if you just want, and by the way, well earned. Some people you go, that's well earned. They put together a really good product.
There's only like a handful of people on Patreon who I'm not an actual fucking player hater for. Them, the Kill Tony show, and Cumtown.
Cumtown. I was gonna say Cumtown.
Cumtown. Those guys fucking do a really funny show. Nick Mullen is an absolute fucking mad lad.
All right, check his Social Blade, huh?
Yeah, but that's right. If you can go far enough back on Social Blade, you could see when the big fucking boom happened for him. Just same thing with Mundane Matt.
Well, let's watch this video while you find a Social Blade.
Truth bomb about the fake Russia probe. In 2020, Alicia Powell of the Gateway Pundit interviewed Roger Stone, who delivered massive revelations regarding the Russia investigation.
Okay, this guy, tell me he doesn't buy views. You guys want to hear something?
Sure.
These channels got almost 1 million subscribers. You know, they'll have quite a few million video views. How many video views do you think this guy has?
I don't know.
770 million video views. Oh yeah. This guy's dirty. This guy is a fucking. He's a dirty birdie. Oh yeah, look at this dude. He's buying them daily. Dude, he's gaining subs faster than any actual organic show I've ever heard. He's gaining subs faster than Mr. Medicare, Andy Worski, and all these guys. The Ralph Retort. Dude, November 30th, 2018, he gained 2,382 subscribers and had almost 1 million video views. December 1st, 3,000 new subscribers. Second, 2,500. Next day, 2,000. Next day, 2,000. Next day, 2,000. Next day, 1,800. Next day, 1,900. Next day, 2,600. It's all hovering around the same. There's no up, there's no down. It's a consistent flow of purchased subscribers. Sir, you're a fake.
Yeah, look at this.
You're a goddamn phony.
Look
you're
at
a
this.
phony.
You could see when he bought him. You could see when
Look,
he bought
yeah, you can see the upward trajectory.
Right. October
2016.
Yeah.
Boom. Nobody has, by the way, nobody, even really great YouTubers, nobody has this consistent growth every day. That just doesn't happen. That does not fucking happen. How does this guy nobody's ever heard of before this video suddenly have this many views?
This is...
You know, like right now, if me and Royce went on, like, let's say Killstream, or let's say me and Royce went on a Medicare stream, right? And we killed it. Everybody was like, damn, those boys were on fire today. We would gain probably a couple of hundred subs per day for a couple of days, but it would be inconsistent. Like the day we went on, it would be like, 4,000. And then the next day it would be like, 2,000. And then the next day it might jump out to like while you're in that clip channel news cycle, you'll get subs. But there's some ups and downs, and this is just straight upward trajectory. This man is full of shit.
You could see, but you could see.
That's a lie. There's never that much green on somebody's Social Blade. There's never that much. You mean to tell me that this fuck is already up 1,600 subscribers today?
Yeah, that's impossible. That can't be right. There's no way that's right. He has to be buying them, right?
He's absolutely buying them. I'm not even going to say allegedly. Nikki, you're buying subs. Period. You're buying subs and you're buying views.
Look at that. You could see you can see sometimes when he look, by the way, you can see when he buys them.
Because there's always a spike.
And then there's a drop. Look, see, like here, this day they didn't go in. So you could see look at the video view drop. Look at that. Boom. Minus 20 million. So in one day he had look, you see that? He's absolutely buying them. Oh, that bothers me.
I don't like this guy.
Well, Mike, maybe he puts out a good quality product. Let's give it a quick chance, okay?
And Mueller himself refused to address. In her piece on the interview,
Also, I'm sorry, I don't mean to make you pause again. But, why do these people, what's the point of buying so many subs. Like,
'Cause you're not real
At
fans.
the end of the day, you want to create a product or a brand that people are engaged by and that people are interested in.
Yes.
And people are like, what's the point of pretending to have an audience?
No, it's a good point.
I understand the purpose of inflating your numbers a little bit, making yourself seem a little more influential and important than you are. Look, we all cheat a little bit. But what is the point of having an entire network of fake followers?
It really doesn't make any sense, right?
President Trump's alleged collusion with Russia during the 2016 presidential election. U.S. intelligence agencies have yet to examine the key piece of forensic evidence in Russia.
Okay, so let me guess. He listens to Tucker Carlson.
And then takes whatever he said and sucks all of the charisma and
Right.
interesting points out of it.
Exactly.
Also, Albert Ryan in the chat says, because he's being funded to produce propaganda. I can assure you this, sir. I know there's a lot of deep state. Nigga, the deep state ain't giving this motherfucker a penny to produce propaganda. I'm sorry. There are plenty of better fucking free agents and people on waivers right now that the government and that the CIA glow-in-the-dark N-words would give money to before they funded this guy. The deep state doesn't give money to people who can't elicit any reaction out of people. Why would they do that?
All right. We need to go to break. Well, I can't believe we spent the whole first hour. No, I'm glad we did. Fuck this guy.
This guy needs to,
because
this guy
we
needs
work
to go.
hard for legitimate subscribers.
This guy needs to fucking go down. Next News Network is the name.
All right, guys, we have to go to break, but first, of course, it's time for us to chill just a little bit. If you want to go online and get protected when you're buying subs like this guy's doing, you want to go to revengeofthesys.com/XPN. That's ProXPN. That'll take you to them. You sign up for it. We get a piece. You guys get protected. It's a win-win situation. You go online and you can shitpost and be carefree. Also, if you want to help us out legitimately, so we don't have to buy subs, patreon.com/we're not sorry. That really does help us out. We really do appreciate it. It keeps us going, and we put in the work for you guys.
I'm reporting this guy to YouTube.
And we will be back in.
Everyone report that channel. I'm dead serious.
We will be back in 5 minutes. Stay where you are. Revenge of the Sis.
Exciting 2 hours of television is back with an all-new Revenge of the Sis. As Royce and Mersch continue to track an international deep state pedophile ring, their journey to the nation's capital is put on hold as Orlando's best police cops receive a cryptic message from an old colleague.
It's a message from my old partner. He needs to see us in Los Angeles right now. Says it's related to our case.
Do you trust him?
As much as I trust you, partner.
What's to know then? A detour from their original investigation finds these no-nonsense detectives in the middle of Hollywood.
Thanks for meeting me. We can't talk low. They're probably following me.
Who's following you?
The Podesta brothers. They've got eyes everywhere, Lopez.
Now trapped between deep state globalists and the Hollywood elite, Lopez and Mersch are on the case. They're no longer avenging Orlando. They're saving America. And this week, they're taking on Pedowood.
I've been working this case. The Stan Schneider guy, producer at Nickelodeon, he's into kids. Or feet. Or kids' feet.
Yeah, the iCarly guy.
How do you know all this?
Thanks for meeting me.
No problem, Miss Bynes.
This is Amanda Bynes? Jesus, she looks terrible.
Dude, she can hear you.
Watch this week as the web grows bigger, the case becomes more complex, and more older model cars get wrecked and plenty of nameless extras get shot. This week on an all-new Revenge of the Sis, followed by Nazi Lawyer. USA, hotels don't have Netflix.
For this performance in Delaware.
To make your shopping day a little easier.
Mervyn's Dollar Day sale is going on right now. And that means great buys on clothes for kids. All this week, you can save on boys' clothes by Campus Le Tigre. Short-sleeve Le Tigre knits are the shirts all the boys will be wearing back to school.
Do you like pranks, guns, and jokes about retarded people? Well, so do we, but odds are your liberal snowflake friend doesn't. How would you like an easy, cost-effective way of screwing with that friend anonymously without losing your Twitter account? Guns for Tards is the perfect way to trigger SJW anonymously through the mail. For a low fee, your target will receive a beautifully designed professional mailer from our fictional Guns for Tards charity, containing a thank you letter for their donation. They'll be led to believe that money was donated in their name to a charity that advocates Second Amendment rights for the mentally handicapped people in their area. For a few extra bucks, they will receive pictures and a detailed profile of a retarded person who they helped harm. It's all fun and games, well, except for that idiot who gets this in their mailbox and freaks out. Messing with someone through the mail is effective. Most people do it trolling over the internet, but regular mail is way more invasive. Whether it's a boss, an ex, or a liberal professor you don't like, this is the perfect way to screw with someone anonymously for the cost of a cup of coffee. Well, a cup of coffee in Manhattan, in a fancy coffee shop. Check out www.gunsfortards.com and select a package today. Use promo code MERSH for 10% off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We can make him better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster. A new night, a new time. The Sully Show returns to More Like Radio, Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern before Dutch and Royce. Tuesday nights will never be the same.
I am the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace. I am the thatched roof cottage in Wales. I am the best of Great Britain. I am British Caledonian Airways.
If we want to make money, we need to honor ancient Irish traditions, like serving an irresponsible amount of booze to people who are genetically predisposed to having alcohol problems. You see, St. Patrick started that tradition, and that's why we celebrate him today.
Yeah, no, that's not what he did. No, he played the flute for some kids, and then he lured them into a cave somewhere, and he diddled them.
Now, you got him mixed up with the Pied Piper.
Right.
St. Patrick didn't play the flute. He drove the kids out of Ireland, and then he molested them.
No, if St. Patrick molested kids, he would be regarded as a scoundrel.
No. I feel like in the olden days of the Catholic Church, pedophiles were regarded as heroes.
All right, look, guys, St. Patrick didn't do any of that shit, okay? He drove the snakes out of Ireland.
Yeah, I don't know about all this. I kind of want to just do the traditional thing of, like, sticking around the bar and trying to catch the leprechaun.
No.
The leprechaun thing again.
Stop, guys. I'm going to catch him. I'm, like, this close.
You're not going to catch him because he doesn't exist.
Please. Dude, you know what? I don't even know if I've set up my glue traps for him yet.
Charlie, enough with the leprechaun.
Okay, wait.
I mean, can you believe him?
Who
cares? Look, I'm trying to. You know what?
Here.
Actually, I might want to get myself a flute.
I was thinking the
We've
same
been
thing.
talking. You were?
I was thinking the same thing.
Because I feel like
I know we're kind of old.
Go get a flute. Go get a flute. Yeah. Go get a flute. Everybody, go get a flute.
Second hour of Adventure the Sis Thursday show. One more day till Friday. Thank you guys for keeping with us through these times.
I just snitched on this nigga.
You're such a snitch. And by the way, people are like, oh, you shouldn't report. Listen,
I don't report people for their content. I don't report people for hate speech or bullying or any other gay shit. But I will report you for presenting yourself and dishonestly as being this organic runaway hit. I will report you for that. You're lying. You're lying. You're bending the playing field to fit your fucking to make you look better than you are. You're lying, and it hurts and affects everyone. Why should somebody like PewDiePie have to earn their subs?
Good
Why
point.
should somebody like, dare I say, Andy Worski or Medic? Why should these guys work their asses off to get organic feedback and a following to have you come along and go, oh, I'm 4 times as big as Worski or Mediker? No, you ain't. And if I get my way, and yeah, I'll get bored this weekend, I'm going to hammer them. And if I have my way, you'll have 0 subscribers come Monday. Social Blade's now following me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I tweeted about them.
All right, you sent me this one. Do you want to give me a quick
So this
quick
lady's
rundown?
This lady's in trouble.
Okay, what
this
did she
woman
do?
made the news. She was going to be joining the Air Force soon. I guess she went out to celebrate, shoot some
Hold
guns.
on. A woman in the Air Force?
It's the Air Force.
Oh, you're right. I thought that was more of a Navy thing.
Sorry, love you, Filipino Shay.
I hate you, Filipino Shay. I'm kidding. I love you. I hate Frozen Asian.
Yeah, he's the worst.
I can only like one Asian at a time.
Yeah, so, you know.
Sorry, but what's this video about?
Deal with it. So they went out shooting guns.
Mm-hmm.
And I get, well, just play this video made quite a stir. She might be in trouble now.
Okay. So this is the video. All right. So I'm assuming this is one of those things where the media overdid it and they were like, oh my God, she didn't do anything bad, right? Okay, let's see.
Hey, so we going nigger hunting today or what?
Okay.
It's a little spicy.
All right, well, wait a second.
A little spicy.
Hold on.
Fuck you nigger hunting right now, huh?
You get them niggers.
Look at my...
Is this her?
That's her.
First off, let me see if I would. No, she has tranny face.
She looks like a young Stephanie.
She looks like a current Nikki Cox.
So here's the thing, right? You guys understand I don't like people using social media, justice mobs to ruin people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
But I also don't think when you have your whole life ahead of you and you're going to join the Air Force that you should post videos of you nigger hunting. So
yeah, that's probably not great.
It's I don't usually root for the justice mob. This time I'm kind of rooting for the mob because you're stupid.
This isn't smart, right?
You need to learn a lesson in life that you can't post these things. Like, do the people not realize the internet's forever?
Look at my soon-to-be sister-in-law. Look, she looks so pretty.
Are you gonna bang your sister-in-law?
I feel like he is.
So, yeah, maybe
CT software.
You would think that the Air Force would probably be like, "Hey, listen, you can't be saying these things." But I mean, did she say so? Well, I guess she just agreed with the guy, right?
Yup.
All right.
But that's
Now-
she said, get them niggers. Like, you can't. Yeah. Again, if she was just in the background going, yeah, honey, you get them. But she literally also said, yeah, get those N-words. You're like, all right, well, you fucked up.
Well, okay, so this is a video you sent me. Baby, just go outside. Now, I want to point something out here, and it's full transparency.
This is just going to be a whole show of cringe.
I've been making fun of this is the Holderness family. As soon as you sent it to me, I knew who it was.
You know what's funny? I know of them. Didn't even realize this was them.
This is the Holderness family, right? They're the ones that 4 or 5 years ago made that song "Christmas Jammies."
Yeah, the family
and
that
they
makes
blew up.
YouTube
Okay,
videos.
and I mean, on Hippo Juice and Dutch and Royce, we used to just go in on them and make fun of them and rip on them, which was well deserved. Well, a couple years ago, about 3 years ago, I was at the 7-Eleven right here, the one by I-4, and I go to the 7-Eleven and I put gas and I look and I go, is that the Holderness family?
Oh, that's right. You did meet these assholes.
So then I ran inside. I go, that's the whole, and I took a picture with them. And by the way, I have to be fair. They were so nice. They were a lovely family. They were so nice. However, their
I still hate
content
them.
is the cringiest and worst thing I have ever seen. All right, so this is about the whole baby. It's cold outside, right? All right.
I really can't stay.
Okay, you're free to go.
I've got to go away.
Understood, no means no.
This evening has been
Super appropriate.
so very nice.
But I do understand consent.
Huh? By the way, none of this rhymes. It's kind of not even to the tune of Baby It's Cold Outside.
No, it's not.
This whole thing is off to me. These people are retarded.
And
we'll start to worry.
definitely text her right now.
Thank you for subscribing.
Here's the code and there is the
So
door.
really I'd better scurry.
I am gonna stand over
Well, maybe
here.
just a half a drink
You
more.
are in control of this
The neighbors-
thing.
Good, right? This is really good.
Anyone who sings this song will then proceed to rape the woman before she leaves. Just vicious.
Yeah, honestly, any guy who talks like this is probably a rapist.
All right, let's go back to Chris Wingate.
I think.
Invite them over if you like.
Say, what's in this drink?
Nothing but Sprite.
Pull out your dick and say, what do we do about this?
This dick isn't going to suck itself.
I wish I knew how
Just walk right out
to
the door.
I'm that gorilla dick nigga. I make dyke pussy wet.
Now you can't sleeve.
the spell.
I do know how to spell harassment.
No.
Have you seen the movie Irreversible?
I hear you loud and
At least I'm
clear.
gonna say that I tried.
I'm trying super hard.
I hope one of these people's daughters gets taken. Like I hope that he has to try to turn into Liam Neeson and it's just too late and all he can do is go, I've got a particular set of skills, but it's mostly video editing and writing terrible songs. I guess my daughter's gone forever.
Yeah, it's dead. I'll make a song about it.
I'm trying super hard.
I'm gonna rape you like Jodie Foster on a pinball machine.
Just go out, baby. Just go outside.
I'll take what I want and nobody will ever believe you. Because you have a history of mental illness and drug addiction and promiscuity. I pick my victims carefully. See, my song's way better.
Keep a tooth as a trophy.
I simply must go.
Uber is right outside.
The answer is no.
Seriously, right outside.
The welcome has been
I'll walk you to
so
the curb,
nice and warm.
but totally consensual.
They're having two completely different, like, you know what I mean? It's
It
not
doesn't
even.
make sense. Like, what would made sense would have his dumb wife to have recorded new lyrics for the girl, the woman's part. You know what I mean? But this is just, it doesn't make any sense. You know, they just cut the original part of the song and just changed the guy's thing.
To talk tomorrow.
I don't like this guy's troll guy delivery.
Danny Saint's like, don't make me bite your hand.
I'll rip a phone out the wall. Why did you do that? Turn off your periscope. Why?
Where the fuck is my gun? I just don't know.
And just like that, I was banned from the Stress Factory.
Pay off the Long Island police so they don't say anything.
My old producer says I diddled a girl in my movie theater.
A closet filled with my own books.
Bobo's sister here for a pool party. Kurt Love in the pool.
Beating up a retarded guy.
Spraying bleach cleaner in his face. It doesn't even make a sense because Kumi already has a Christmas song.
Oh. Buying laptops for 14-year-old girls.
A coffee table in the living room with a gaming PC on it. Fake marble columns.
I drugged your Capri Sun.
0.25 acres of property.
You can't leave my mech mansion.
You can't party in Anthony Cumia's compound in his pool without hearing the neighbor next door run a blender to make a smoothie.
Have a cop bring you drugs.
Call my house a mansion and a compound, but it's one exit away from the Northern State Parkway. By the way, when you can hear the Northern State Parkway from your house, it's not a nice neighborhood. I've been playing a lot of City Skylines. Those citizens are not happy when you have a lot of noise pollution. You got to grow trees. You got to do things.
And it's true. I've been to Anthony's house. It's one McMansion right on top of the other one. They're like on top of each other.
All these little, because again, property in fucking Nassau. Are you kidding me?
Totally consensual.
There's bound to be talk tomorrow.
Hopefully not about us.
If he lived on the like the Jersey or Philly side of things, and he could have had an actual compound, he could have kept his guns. He could have beat women and gotten away with it.
Yeah, you're right.
There are certain little municipalities where if you have millions of dollars, that's it. You're the king of the town. But you wanted to stay in Jewville.
All right. Speaking of, so remember these little cartoons they've been making where people tell stories and then they animate them?
Oh, yeah, like hentai?
No.
like stuff with the tentacles.
No, this is
schoolgirls.
completely
No?
different
Oh.
things. These are some woke cartoons.
Royce's reaction is, God, no.
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 Are you crazy?
This was on October 27th on a Saturday.
What happened on October 27th on a Saturday, Mike? This year.
I have to look at the video title. Oh, the synagogue shooting.
Yes.
Slept in. I woke up around 11 because my mom yelled my name. And I immediately woke up and immediately ran to her room. My older sister was there and she told me that I had to whisper so I wouldn't wake up my younger sister.
Who is this? Who is this mushmouth dummy narrating this?
Some chick who lives in Pittsburgh.
You know, she sounds like fucking Bill Murray in Caddyshack.
Whispered.
Synagogue got shut up, but I wasn't there, so I got that going for me, which is nice.
Sister. And I whispered, "What's the problem?" And my mom asked, "Have you seen anything on the news lately?" And I said, "No, because I haven't been on my phone yet."
And then the Dalai Lama said to me, on your deathbed, you will receive true enlightenment after you're shot in a synagogue. So I got that going for me.
And she told me to sit down. And she told me that there was a shooting.
Oh, you know who she sounds like? Gail the Snail.
Yes. Salt her.
You guys will smoke some weed with me? Because everybody at the funeral will be like, no way.
Gail, this is your father's funeral.
Me that there was a shooting at a synagogue at the Tree of Life in Squirrel Hill. And I gasped. I was like really scared. I was shaking.
Why were you in the synagogue?
Wait a second.
It's
So
sick
you
of
were
people being
scared.
terrified of things they're not present
But
for.
hold on. If you were a good Jew, you would have also been at synagogue, not sleeping in. You know what I mean?
And also, that's not even like, oh, well, they're teenagers. Your mom was
Your
also
mom's home.
Everyone's home. So you guys aren't devout.
Where's Dad? Maybe he comes in later.
I was just in shock that something of this occurred.
Why?
She told me.
Things like this occur on a regular basis. No offense.
Did you cry when they killed all those people at the country music festival? Were you crying then?
Yeah, were you in tears?
Yeah. Did you cry when they shot up the other country bar?
Here's my thing. I'm sick of people crying when these things happen when they had nothing to do with you. I remember the Vegas shooting very, very vividly because it happened. It unfolded live late at night, and I stayed up all night, watching it and covering it. But, I was upset. I was very upset, and I was disturbed by what I watched. But to sit there and cry over something that has nothing to do with you is just absolutely Jewish and woman-like.
Me that don't tell your younger sister about this. So I went back to my room. My younger sister woke up, and my mom gasped, and I immediately ran to her room. I was saying, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And my younger sister came in, and she said, "What's wrong?" And I told her to leave the room and do something else. And I went up to my mom, and I said, "What's wrong?" The reason why she was crying was because before the shooting took place, it was a celebration for a 8-day-old baby boy.
Okay, but again,
you didn't know any of this.
Do you understand? You're crying and losing, but you weren't there. They have the reaction, it's like their family was in there. I'd understand this reaction if they lost a loved one. You know what I mean? I get that. Someone you love was killed.
Yeah, or even if it was a synagogue where maybe you didn't even lose anybody, but you know people that go there, so you're still worried and going gee, I hope everyone's okay, and you're crying, but it's had nothing to do with you.
Porcelain says, who makes a fucking cartoon like this? Story Booth. These are SJW cartoons. They're awesome.
Or, for a more simple answer, the Jews.
My name.
By the way, I have to give it. We were talking about your porcelain stock earlier. I got to give it another plug.
Yeah.
When he was talking about, and even I was big on that. And by the way, porcelain, you could have used some Nightwave clips where I was talking about Joe's ethno state, but that's besides the point. When Joe was trying to build his comedy ethno state, I don't know if you noticed how porcelain calls him an anti-Semite. He's like these anti-Semitic. He said it with such fake outrage.
Yep.
I was like, you're such a piece of shit, porcelain. He's like, these anti-Semitic sentiments. And I'm like, you fucking dick.
made me almost burst into tears because this was a celebration for a newborn, for being giving life.
Wait, but a newborn what though?
Baby.
A newborn baby what? What kind of newborn baby?
Boy.
You won't say it. You won't say it. Royce doesn't want to set me up for the joke because he knows how it'll end. So he's like, no, I'm not doing it.
It's a baby.
I'm not doing it. It's just a baby. I'm not going to say it.
Newborn baby.
When we went to our religious school, a lot of people were on edge.
So you went to a religious school, but again, you weren't on Temple Saturday.
When we went to class, people were talking about how did we feel about this happening at the Tree of Life.
It felt like it was me.
I got to say, you know, I have to agree with her that when I heard about the synagogue shooting, I too had a very emotional reaction.
That's not.
Do you remember the scene in Risky Business? What is it? Sliding around in my tube socks to old time rock and roll.
It's not good. Shouldn't do that.
Sorry, that's not cool, guys. Don't do that. It was a joke. Satire.
I got it. This is Mike.
That was me sliding around in my tube socks, playing air guitar. With CNN on in the background. That's not what I said, okay? This is clearly satire. We're just having fun here.
Are we though?
I think so.
I'm sorry. I apologize. We should go back to this. This is important stuff. Oh, hold on, let me fix it. This is important stuff.
All over Pittsburgh.
I wonder if this young lady too, how heartbroken she was
And
over all the young women who died because of migrants and illegal immigrants. I wonder if she actually went to school and cried over Molly Tibbetts that day. You think?
Was it Molly Tibbetstein?
Do you think she didn't cry over Sarah Root?
No.
No?
No.
No? Kate Steinle?
we were talking about how did we feel about this happening at the Tree of Life. We had no words. We were all shocked. We were all scared.
This is the worst animation too.
Why were you all scared? Hold on. No, fuck this. Why were you all scared? Do you understand?
It was like another show.
Do you think every person that liked country music was scared? Like, that's ridiculous. And again, if you make a video, this is a perfect example. If you make a video, like you said, of about like, you know, there was an illegal immigrant killed my sister, and it really, hey, what are you doing? You can't say that,
bigot.
You bigot. You can't do that though. You can't be sad about that. You have to be sad about this.
After our religious school, we had a morning service, and we invited the Tree of Life. There were so many people mourning. We were singing the songs of the morning, and we stand up and hold hands.
And then we all planned a lawsuit. I wasn't there, but I was so traumatized.
Chanting that we are not afraid, we are strong. We will get through this.
So you were all at this
And
morning
after
service? So
that,
who was running the
solo
courts and the
rollover.
banks? Did they have to close all of them?
By the way, this is that's a pretty good accurate representation of Anderson Cooper.
Yeah, by the way, I'm just pointing out, though, that if you ever notice, right, if Jews don't run everything, then why do we all have to have compulsory Jewish holidays off? You notice that? Banks and courts always close on Jewish holidays because nobody would be there to decide your fate.
So they were singing the Song of Mourning.
The songs of the morning.
I actually have audio of the Song of Mourning. You want to hear it? Mm-hmm. This is actually the song.
I was actually listening to a song about the morning when this happened. is I don't know if you guys remember the song "Walking on Sunshine." Now that's a tune we can all fucking shoot up in synagogue. Dan! Just picture Patrick Bateman jamming out to that after murdering a hooker the night before. That's how you get down. Also, Leo Way saying "Celebrate Good Times." Come on, is another good one.
It's not right. You shouldn't do that. Do you like Huey Lewis and the Jews?
Like, if you don't like getting shot at, it's just like stop like ruining the planet.
And we stand up and hold hands, chanting that we are not
Sue?
afraid. We are strong.
While
We will
crying.
get through.
Otto Shed goes, nobody's saying no pumped up kicks.
I love how your video's like, yeah, I was terrified and I was emotionally crippled and I was sobbing. So then we had the service and we chanted, "We won't be scared." But clearly you're scared.
And after that, still all over the news, and there have been live streams about like speeches and talking about how we will make a change about this. This has affected me and the whole Jewish community all over Pittsburgh a lot.
Soul pals.
I support all the friends and families that were affected by this tragedy on October 27th.
Well, wait a second here. And again, not to be insensitive, but look at the ages. 88, 84, 75,
yeah,
86.
Dude.
Like,
There's nobody
97?
54 is the youngest age.
Weird, right?
54 is the youngest age.
I'm not saying that's right. Obviously, it's obviously
I'm
not.
saying it's a conspiracy. Those old Jews never existed. You look back through the town records.
And I hope for the best that everything can change in the near future.
Right. Sure. So keep pumping in immigrants, right?
Yeah, because Muslims, they love Jewish people, so it's going to be fine.
So this whole video is another hysterical Jew making an entire video about how traumatized they were by a tragic event they weren't there for. Am I making this clear? I'm clarifying.
That
this.
is correct.
Okay, great. Yeah. Way to shatter stereotypes.
Mike, I'm going to make you feel better.
Yay! It's our boy.
It's the Dusty Bogan.
I love this man. I'm obsessed with him.
How's it going, everyone? Dusty Bogan here. Just want to show everyone how I make my homebrew. So this is the finished product.
So he's making moonshine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Bit of bourbon and Coke.
Right?
Delicious.
I doubt it.
So, what we got here?
I'm sure it's just like Woodford Reserve, you know? Like, I'm sure it's just like fucking, what's the, somebody tell me, what's the one with the red waxy top? Is that Maker's? I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, I think it's Maker's Mark.
Why is his door always open? This is how you get ants and flies and kangaroos or
And
some
snakes
shit.
over there.
Yeah, koala bears in your house.
With water. So, I'm going to tip 8 kilos of sugar into it. Then, I'll give it a real good stir till my sugar's dissolved.
This can't be
Then I'll
legal
put it
in Australia, right?
Nothing's legal in Australia.
That's what I mean. I like it's illegal to make moonshine in the United States. So, but we can have guns. You guys can't even have guns.
All right, I'm going to show you how to make methamphetamine. You have to buy a lot of Sudafed.
The whole video is hours of him driving around getting packs of Sudafed. You can only buy them 3 at a time.
They check your ID, so if you have friends to help you, that would be great.
Putting my yeast in. Stir that up till that dissolves. And then I'm
My street seller name is Gavin Methguinness, if you want to look up my brand.
putting in my turbo carbon. So I'll pour the sugar in, have a crack at that.
Today I'm making a Mac 10 from sheet metal, except for stuff.
That would be hilarious.
You think it's good?
I'm gonna stir that up till it's dissolved.
Hey, Mike, how much would I have to pay you to drink a glass of Dusty Bogan's moonshine?
I would try his moonshine.
You would try his moonshine?
Yeah, look, man. It's not really like. Would I be the first? Just fresh batch. I got to be the first to do it. I wouldn't do that. But if Dusty drank some and didn't go blind, I would have some.
Yeah, but how would you be able to tell if it affected Dusty the way he is? There's no way to know.
It's just like, yeah, and then once you've done your initial purchase, then it's like this.
We
fat-
agree he has like the worst hats in America, right? Like he is the worst hats.
Worst house, the worst apartment,
Yeah.
assuming the worst moonshine. Best interview skills, though.
Oh, yeah, he's very good.
that I'm doing cost me $90
Right.
for ingredients, so $90 will get 24 liters of alcohol. So that's like awesome.
Okay, I can't watch Dusty make moonshine anymore. Have you seen this?
No, but this looks amazing.
Oh, it's great. By the way, I'm going to warn you right now. This guy does not sound like what he looks like, okay? And the title of the video is Boy Begging His Mom for Money to Buy Crack, okay?
At least he's honest.
All right. But mind you, this guy does not sound anything what he looks like.
I will walk tomorrow. It's 200. It's 200. Listen, it's 200, and I will go to Mark's. I'll walk to Mark's.
I will go tomorrow. He talks like a Southern Belle.
Listen, I will walk to Mark's. All you gotta do is drop off the 200, and you won't see me again for another month.
He's asking his mom for $200 to buy crack.
Kids say
Please.
no to drugs.
It is that. Just listen. It is so fucking good, and that shit is so much.
It's so good in that shit. What's he doing with his mouth?
He's probably jonesing for crack.
Yeah.
Say no to drugs.
It's the best I've ever seen.
We in a trap right now. This dude's geeking.
Just
He
listen,
feels like
Mom,
Fabo.
Please.
He feels like
You won't see me
Fabo.
to the end of the month.
What?
But Mom, you already.
So then they make him stop filming.
You are.
By the way, that house it looks like it's from the 70s. They've never upgraded anything. It's
probably a project house.
Oh, you're probably right.
Yeah, because they don't. Shit. Probably like old lead paint houses with like fucking 70s set. Yeah, it's old as fuck.
He does talk like Clayton Bigsby. That's what he talks like Clayton Bigsby.
This guy's fucking.
He is methed the fuck out. Or coked the fuck out.
Yeah, I think they gave him some crack to get him going, and it worked.
Off the air, Mike always tells me my favorite reporter is Anita Sarkeesian from the Young Turks.
I've never said
he
that.
has.
By
He
the way,
loves
have
it.
you seen how fat she's gotten?
Well, you're about to.
She's gotten like fat and bloaty, and like she just looks like a woman who drinks and smokes cigarettes.
Well, that's what. By the way, she's doing the piece for Broadly, which is your favorite news.
Back in 2009, Anita Sarkeesian started making videos applying basic feminist analysis to her favorite things, like video games, and posting them to her website, Feminist Frequency.
By the way, which is the one that has that podcast that we play, the Feminist Frequency podcast.
Sometimes black female characters are exotified entirely through clothing that simultaneously sexualizes them while also evoking racist stereotypes.
You must be a fucking exhausting bitch.
She's fun. She's fun.
Like,
she seems like she's fun.
She found herself subjected to a relentless and coordinated campaign of harassment.
She's a cunt.
Yeah, have you seen her on? She's not.
She's a cunt.
She asked for it. She goes here and said, she's doing the same thing that Gavin did, which is just go after and be edgy, man, so people go after you.
Yeah, but the difference is, to his credit, Gavin never complains about the trolls.
No, I know.
Doxing, including this video game where they beat her face into a pulp.
Well, it sounds like fun. How do I play this game?
I'm Amanda Knox, and I too have been subjected to harassment and death threats.
This is why, again, this is just more. I know that you're trying to prove that, toxic masculinity in the world has to change. The only thing that has to change is all women need to be physically removed from all these sort of platforms. You shouldn't be content creators. You shouldn't be fucking in the workplace. You shouldn't be in any of these places because you are unable. You're unable to control how the world around you affects your feelings. And if you are unable to reconcile your feelings with the world around you, you need to go away.
The character assassination that put me in prison is now
Talking about Amanda Knox.
perpetuated by trolls
What'd she
who
go to
call
jail
me
for?
Amanda Knox. Hold on. I'll pull it up. I remember, man.
Hell Hydra wants to know how much crack you could buy for $200. I don't know. I mean, probably get a pretty good amount of it. Like, I've never sold or bought crack, so I don't know. But
Amanda Knox. This is the woman who spent almost 4 years in an Italian prison. Remember this? Following her conviction for the 2007 murder of Meredith Kretcher, a fellow exchange student.
Yes.
Yes, I remember Amanda Knox now.
So they're giving a platform to a murderer.
Well, I mean, remember, she felt that she was falsely.
Okay, no, but she went to jail for it. She was convicted of it?
4 years.
Okay, then you're a murderer. I don't give a fuck if you maintain your innocence. You're a murderer. You're a convicted murderer.
Who spent 4 years in an Italian prison following her conviction in 2007. Knox, at the age 20, had called the police after returning to her flat apartment, spending the night with her boyfriend, blah, 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 blah. Discovery of the body, investigation.
But I want to hear more about male privilege from the girl who murdered somebody and did 4
Italian
years.
legal procedure reformed the the first trial of Knox, prosecution case. According to the prosecution, Knox first called on November 2nd on English phone was Ketcher's phone and had been found on defense case, verdict. On December 2009, Knox, by then 22, was convicted on charges of faking a break-in, defamation, sexual violence, and murder, and was sentenced to 26 years in prison in Italy.
So
in
rape,
the United
too.
States, in the United States, the verdict was widely viewed as a miscarriage of justice. American lawyers expressed concern about pretrial publicity and statements excluded from the murder case and being allowed for a contemporary civil suit by the same jury. Knox's defense attorney were seen as, by the American standard, passive in the face of prosecution, use of a character assassination, although acknowledged that Knox might have been a person of interest for an American police in a similar circumstance. Journalist Nina Burley, who had spent months during the trial while she was searching for books, case, and conviction, had been resentment at Knox at the amount of anti-Americanism. A number of U.S. experts spoke out against DNA evidence used by the prosecution.
This woman is she murdered and raped somebody or was a participant in it. She was convicted of these things. And now she's making a video about how she was attacked for being a feminist. You see how she's framing this, right? Dude, we have reached levels of like satanic globalism I never thought possible.
She was acquitted in 2015.
I don't care. You were convicted too, so shut up.
a whore on the internet who demand that I just disappear. That's why I'm here in San Francisco to speak with Anita. We've both survived attacks on our gender and sexuality.
That's not what you
but
were
we
attacked
also
for, you cunt. The victim was a woman too. You cunt. You cunty cunt. Look at that bitch. That looks like a murderer.
continue to grapple with the question, what is the cost of having a voice?
The Scarlet Letter reports.
Yeah, except, you know, the difference is the Scarlet Letter was a novel about a woman who was ostracized for during a very Victorian era of sexuality for being what was perceived to be a whore. You murdered somebody. A little difference.
By the way, the other thing with this Amanda Knox, she's been the only she gets her own show on Vice, and all she did was be in a murder trial. Like, she's not a journalist.
No,
she's not somebody who's done anything. What has she done?
This is symbolic of the evil of these companies. They're not. They don't care about journalists and integrity. They want e-celebs. They want people that this is downright fucking evil.
Anita? Hey. Hi. It's so nice to meet you.
This is going to be a meeting of the.
I'm not going to make it through this.
This
video,
is going to be a meeting of the minds.
Nice to meet you. Come on in. Thank you.
You fucking horse.
This is my apartment. This is my little cat.
Oh, women are the worst.
Why are we doing this? Why are
Do you
you
wanna
doing
be
this to me?
interviewed too?
Why are you doing this to me?
Hold on, but let him at least talk a little bit.
You She certainly does.
Okay, so how did you get into pop culture, video games?
Look at they're just sitting. Look how they. Because remember when Barbara Walters used to like interview people?
Into
how she would sit with her legs up on the couch and her shoes off. Hey, when you're interviewing somebody, you shouldn't be able to see your feet.
Pop culture, video games. Where did that come from?
Wow, she is looking rough. You are right.
Yeah, no, Anna,
you are not lying. She's
getting fat and
she
she's
is
looking rough.
She looks ragged.
Well, so I started playing video games when I was like 5.
Wow, she's so cool. She's like you and me.
Except a cunt.
Oh.
I would go to
So
my
like you and me.
neighbors and play the NES. Games have always kind of been around, and then, TV's always been a big part of my life, right? Like,
Congratulations to being like every other human being in the United States of America. Yeah, I played games and watched TV. You and everybody else, stupid.
the folks who taught me about feminism, and that's where Feminist Frequency started. I tacked fabric up on my wall, and I borrowed some equipment, and I just started talking about some that I was watching. This list would not be complete without Natalie Portman. Her young and bubbly childlike character in Garden State just might be the quintessential manic pixie dream girl.
With her growing
Terrible.
fan base, Anita wanted to use her new platform to talk about something that always bothered her: the portrayal of women in video games.
Take me and crush me with your love.
I launched a Kickstarter for Tropes versus Women in Video Games.
All right, but here's the
I don't know why you backloaded the fucking the angry stuff.
All right,
It's
but
just gonna be angry. Everybody's gonna be angry.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. If you don't like the video games where women are portrayed that way, just don't buy those games.
Yeah, just play everything made by Telltale.
By the way,
wait, where did they? Oh, then they're bankrupt.
They're gone. Yeah. By the way, playing the NES doesn't mean you're a gamer. I guarantee you give this bitch a controller right now and go, here, play Fallout. She wouldn't know what to do. She would have no idea. She's a fake gamer using the gamer movement.
Trust me, we know. This is again.
I know.
Everybody pretends like Gamergate was about harassing women and toxic masculinity. It was about lying liars and all their lies.
Yep.
And a bunch of people, a whole generation of people going, no, but you're lying. I'm not going to. No, you're not. No, you get. This is the way it is, and that's the way it's going to be. No, you're fucking outright lying to me.
Games. I asked for $6,000 to make 5 episodes. I was about to hit publish.
She wanted $1,000 an episode.
Yes, correct.
To do a YouTube
video. $1,000 an episode. Yes, $1,000 an episode. Think about that.
There are legitimate television gigs that don't pay that.
No, they don't.
Like
You're right.
if you have one line on a show, you're gonna get a couple $100. That's this bitch.
On the campaign, I was like, I don't think we can raise $6,000. We should drop it to $4,000 just in case. It was funded within 24 hours.
$158,000. You know why it was funded? Not because it was picked up by the fucking media, and they were like, "Oh man, look at how brave she is," because BuzzFeed and HuffPo.
Money for being a victim.
Yeah.
I was elated and shocked. 2 weeks in, the harassment hit. And instantaneously, everything changed in that moment. YouTube comments were flooded with
Hey,
misogynistic.
Anita, let me ask you something. What's it like to know that you and Zoe Quinn got Donald Trump elected president? Does that eat at you at night? Does that bother you? Because if I were them, that would bother me. That would bother me a lot, immensely. That you and that skank Zoe Quinn, who, by the way, is also fat and really gross now, you guys single-handedly got Donald Trump elected president of the United States. There would have been no Trump presidency without Gamergate. This is your fault, Anna. Now, any self-respecting feminist liberal would jump off a bridge after learning that, but no, not you. It's all about the shekels.
I'm sitting outside your apartment at blank with a loaded gun. The moment you step outside, I'm going to blow you away. By the way, I'm sure that was a real tweet. I'm sure she didn't go on there with an egg, by the way. I'm sure she didn't go on there and buy some tweets to make it seem like she's being threatened.
Racist slurs. It hit all of my social.
What racist slurs? What were they saying to her that could have been racist?
You're Armenian.
You're Armenian. What were they saying to you?
Is there even any slurs for Armenians?
I don't know.
We find that out because
There used to be, but then the Turks killed them.
Like, to be quite fair,
I'm trying to think of one. I'm
no
not even being a
offense,
dick.
but they're so boring.
Yeah.
That there's nothing culturally interesting about them.
I can't think
they're
of-
very boring. So how would you even insult them? Like, at least every other culture has a thing. Like, get out of here, street shitter. Shut up, suicide bomber. Fucking beat it, stupid. But with Armenians, you're like, I don't know. Sorry about your genocide.
Social media, hacking into all of my accounts. They would try to flag my
Hey,
videos.
stupid. If they hacked into your accounts, you would have never gotten your accounts back. Let's establish that right now. Because people, once you hack into an account, like once I have access to this, to your an insufferable cunt feminist YouTube account or Twitter, I'm going to delete the account. That's the only thing I would want to do.
As porn or terrorism to try to get them taken down. My face was superimposed onto pornographic images.
Yeah. Welcome to being a woman on the internet. That's just what happens.
Yeah, no, so everything I say, like nothing is unique to me. Some of the most
Yeah. You want to know something, though? Nothing you say is unique. See, that's the thing. You're not saying anything. You're going, man, objectifying women in video games. Video games aren't for you. They're for men. Stop it. And if you want to be a girl, that plays video games, that's fine. But understand you're in the minority. And we're not going to change the entire gaming industry because you're a cunt.
horrifying pornographic images were of me and my family, and also like child porn stuff that came up that was just like lots of death threats, lots of rape threats.
Ghost says, we did find legit pictures of Anita taking a cum shot. It was proven via mole analysis.
Yeah, but let's get something straight here, Anita. Nobody sent you child porn. No, they didn't. They didn't do that because trolls don't even do that.
No, they don't.
Trolls, shit posters, you're not sitting around with fucking child porn on hand ready to blast it out to the world, right?
You're right.
Like, yeah, I understand photoshopping you with dicks, you know, getting railed by black guy. Oh, yeah, no, I totally believe all that. But again, you're a cunt. This has nothing to do with your stance of being a powerful woman. There are females out there, right? You do realize this. There's lefty. I'm friends with some lefty females, feminist females. They're not cunts. So I can be friends with you. You know what I mean? Like, you are just a cunt. You're a left-wing Gavin. You're somebody everybody goes, oh, I fucking hate this guy.
Threats. I got several bomb and shooting threats at a lot of events that I spoke at. There is a textbook.
You know who gets all those threats? Everybody. Conservative speakers
I
get
get
those
'em.
same threats. Yeah, I know. That's just what happens. And that's part of being on the internet.
I had some creep who lived in Jacksonville started going after me a few years ago before we even started the show, just because of my shit posts, just my prominent shit posting accounts that started digging in, like started talking like they knew my high school stuff. They started talking about like people I was friends with in high school. That shit was creepy, but you know what I did? I blocked them. And I moved on. I haven't thought about them since now we're talking
Right.
about that. But like, that's it. It's over. Like, I don't care. What are you gonna do? If you're gonna come here, I'm gonna shoot you with a gun in the face. So, unless you're gonna do that, and I
Right.
suggest you don't. But unless you're gonna do that, don't just write tightly. I don't. None of that. I'm never gonna sit there and reread it and go, ooh. I'm just like, look at this faggot. And that guy knew personal details about my high school years, and I was still just like, give him a fuck.
Way that harassers go through this
I'm going to hunt you down and make it look like a suicide.
process. It's unacceptable to ask us to like lose our humanity in order to do our work or to just survive.
It's unacceptable for you to try to change an entire industry because you used to play Nintendo with your brother.
Yeah, and these whores, by the way, are ruining everything. Movies,
You are.
all the movies.
They ruin. You're right.
All the video games, everything that is any form of media that's willing to take the Anita Sarkeesian edits bombs terribly. You become another Battlefield 5.
Mm-hmm.
You become another female Ghostbusters reboot. There are some things we don't want to see insufferable fat cunts in, okay? You can keep telling me women are funny, but saying it a million times doesn't fucking make it so. I understand there are some funny women out there. Don't name one funny woman to me to prove your point. There's funny women out there. What about Bonnie McFarlane? Those are what I like to call exceptions to the rule, okay? There are also really sensitive men who genuinely get feminism and support it. But most male feminists are just rapists.
Yes.
But there are exceptions to the rule. You see my point? Women inherently are not funny. You're not funny. You were never designed to be funny or like it's just not your thing. You understand? Most women, even women we like, you start going with this too much, and it's like seriously, like you'll admit that, right? Even
No, of
women in your
course.
life that you love, sometimes you hit a threshold, and you're like, you got to stop.
Yeah,
you just have to shut up.
Enough.
Survive or just be plugged in online.
Yeah, just to exist on the internet, it's just like, oh, that's what you get.
Elizabeth is an example of a female sidekick who is reduced to a tool.
2 years after Anita's harassment began, the treatment of women in gaming finally broke into the public.
I've played BioShock. She's talking about this Elizabeth from BioShock Infinite. She's not just used as a tool. She's a main part of the story. If you beat the game, you'd understand that, you fucking idiot. You're a moron. Yeah, because guys don't want to play with girls with guns because that's just not what they do.
Gaming finally broke into the public consciousness with the hashtag Gamergate.
Hashtag.
For 2 months now, Anita Sarkeesian's name has been splashed across the headlines as a central figure in what's been described as a war.
She was never pretty, by the way. She was always ugly. How about that? I think she was always ugly.
She was mildly fuckable.
If you say so.
On women.
Early on, I was like, hey, she could get
Agree
it.
to disagree.
She could get it. But, like, in no way was I ever like, yeah, Anita Sarkeesian, I'm going to jerk off to that. But, like, I was at a bar, and she's like, you want to fucking stick it in my butt? I might.
Game industry, something the media has come to refer to as Gamergate.
Gamergate.
Oh, look who it is. It's Woody Allen's son.
You might have heard that term. It's the story that has produced threats of mass shootings, forced a woman to move from her home recently after rape threats, and made front-page headlines around the country in recent days.
It's an online
How about you don't stick your fucking noses where it doesn't belong? How about you let gamers make games?
battle of the sexes over how gamers are portrayed in the sometimes violent.
Oh, look, this is the one. Remember this bitch? The one who has never... Joy Reid, right? That's who it is. The one who never got fired for all her fucking spicy blog posts that were coming up, and then she said she used FBI resources. She used FBI resources and lied about getting hacked after it turned out it was her who made the post.
Violent reaction to women who speak out. Gamergate started because the ex-boyfriend of developer Zoe
Yeah, that's
Quinn
the other fucking pig.
basically saw what happened to me and other women in the games industry and created a situation to create that kind of attack on her.
Listen to them. Listen. Create situations, make atmospheres, because they can't ever come up with a direct attack. They always go, it's just the environment that they created is what's making my life. Fuck you!
So he wrote this screed on WordPress and posted it all over 4chan saying that she had slept
I think it's 4chan again, by the way.
with all of these people to get positive reviews of her game. This started...
But she did, though. She did sleep with people to get positive reviews on the games. That's not a lie. Nobody lied about that. She has slept and is continually sleeping with people in the gaming industry. This is a fact. Just because it's posted on 4chan doesn't mean it's a lie.
A torrential harassment campaign against her. So first of all, her game was free.
By the way, you notice that? That's a good point. That's a good point. TJN goes, no, Gamergate was started in response to gamers are dead. But look at Anita Sarkeesian saying, because of me. Gamergate started because of me. It was me.
Me.
It was me who did Gamergate.
Women are garbage.
And there's no review. So it should have ended there. Right. But it didn't. And it just...
Well, Amanda, I'm sorry, but I'm listening to a woman who worked with somebody who denied the Armenian Holocaust and somebody else who was convicted of murdering her roommate. So if this is the best example you could put up of women in the media, why would I ever take them seriously?
Spiraled. And you know what? The games industry didn't do about it. They did not speak up. They did not speak out against this. They didn't say...
Because it's not the gaming industry's job to police everybody that's criticizing somebody.
Harassment against women is bad. For me,
No, harassment against women is bad sometimes. But I'll say this, sometimes it's deserved. How about that?
And which was already really bad, and I had already been getting bomb threats at events, it just tripled and quadrupled. I couldn't do anything but just try to deal with the harassment.
Yeah, your life was in shambles, getting all that Young Turks money, all that Young Turk paycheck. You must have just been in fucking falling apart.
I have something unrelated to this video.
Sure.
I just need to get out here right now. I'm going to make a new rule.
Sure.
I'm not going to tell you how to do it on Daywave.
Okay.
But as far as on RTC and on Nightwave, from now on, I want everybody to ignore Cobra Commander. Because blocking him doesn't work. Shadow banning him doesn't work. But if we all of us, just stop responding to all of his horse shit, we can all stick to that. Hopefully he'll go. I'm getting tired of him. Like, we're getting emails and I get messages about this dude constantly about it. It's just like, it's literally like the one guy at a party nobody wants at the party, and he insists on being here. So let's all not feed into it anymore. Nobody talk to Cobra Commander ever. Ever. Even if he upsets you. Everyone pretend he's literally not there. For me, please. I mean, if everybody will go, what can we do for you guys for Christmas? I want you guys to ignore Cobra Commander. When he pops up in any channels from now on, just pretend like he's not even there. Sorry. I'm getting sick of him. I'm really getting sick of it. I'm getting sick of people who support our show, who promote our show, post us on social media, literally give us money to cover our overhead, that are now not enjoying the show as much because of his presence. I want everyone to no longer acknowledge him. And I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll take it one step further. I'm not going to do it on this channel because this is our channel. But I will tell you this. Because sometimes you have to punish not the bad actor, but you got to punish the people who are giving the bad actor what they want. I'm going to start banning people on the Nightwave channel. Not Cobra. I'm going to ban anybody who ats him or responds to any of his horse shit. That's how we'll deal with the problem now. So if you want to stick around and be part of the family, don't acknowledge Cobra. He's not here. And if you do and you're not a newbie, I'm banning you from the channel.
I think that's a good way to end today, if any other way, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut off the video, but it's a lot of shit going on in the chat. I was getting emails before the show tonight. I'm tired of it. So everyone just... And if you see somebody acting like a fucking faggot in a spurg with a new name, we know this retard by now. So just enough. Enough of him. Stop acknowledging him, and he'll fucking hopefully go away.
Thank you for listening, everybody. Something else, if you want to help us out for Christmas, become a patron. Patreon.com/We're Not Sorry is a great way to help us out. The best way to help us out. Nightwave?
Oh, yeah, I'll be there tonight.
Nightwave tonight. Make sure to tune in for that. Daywave tomorrow. YouTube.com/Daywave Live. I'm sure Mike's going to post a Nightwave link in the chat. Or just click his name in the chat and it should pop up.
Oh, yeah. Cobra TV is not Cobra Commander.
No.
You're cool,
Cobra TV, yes.
You're the new Cobra. The other Cobra, dead to this show, dead to all of us.
Thank you for listening, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow with the final Revenge of the Sis
ever for the year.
No!
But please, still give us your money.
Not for the year. We will be back after Christmas.
I have fibromyalgia.
We will be back tomorrow, and after that, we will be back December 26th, right after Christmas.
Sometimes I wake up and I'm still tired. So we're going to take 2 months off, and you're still going to give us money, which is dope.
I just found out that Mike's taking time off, and I wanted to say a prayer. You know, I really felt it.
No, you got to go buy 1 million subs first.
When I came to Revenge of the Sis, I had 2 bad knees and a dream of making a conservative podcast.
And now he has 2 bad knees and a broken dream.
Yes.
Guys, we'll see you tomorrow.
See you guys tomorrow with Revenge of the Sis. Thanks for listening.